Find the marginal revenue if the average revenue is 45 and elasticity of demand is 5. Question 7 says that find marginal revenue when average revenue is 45 and elasticity of demand is 5. We have a formula here. See, marginal revenue is the revenue of the last unit sold, and average revenue is total revenue divided by number of units. But there is a relation between marginal and average revenue. Marginal revenue is average revenue 1 minus 1 upon elasticity. So it is 45, 1 minus 1 by 5. So it is 45, 4 by 5. And this one becomes 36. So what is your marginal revenue? 36. The second sum. Find the price if the marginal revenue is 28 and elasticity of demand is 3. Price means what? Price is average revenue. Price is equals to average revenue. So actually your marginal revenue is 28 and elasticity of demand is 3. You have to find average revenue. Average revenue is, now see, the formula is same. Marginal revenue is average revenue 1 minus 1 upon elasticity. So 28 is equals to RA 1 minus 1 by 3. Average revenue is 28 into 3 by 2. Average revenue is equal to price. The third case is find the elasticity of demand. We want elasticity of demand when marginal revenue is 50 and price, that is average revenue, is 75. Again the same formula, but every time you should write down the formula. It's the relation between average and marginal revenue. So this is 50 is equals to 75, 1 minus 1 upon elasticity is, that's what we don't know. This will be 50 upon 75 is 1 minus 1 upon nu. Yala nu म्हणतात. So what is 50 upon 75? It is 50, 25 2s are and 3s are is equals to 1 minus 1 upon elasticity. So 1 upon elasticity is equals to 1 minus 2 by 3. 1 upon elasticity is 1 by 3. So elasticity is 3. You should write down here, thus elasticity of demand is 3. In the previous sum, you should write down inverse, thus average price or price is 42. And the first one, thus the marginal revenue is 36. Writing it in short in one line is very important. Question 8 is, if the demand function is D, D is P plus 6 upon P minus 3, because we know that demand is a function of price. Then you have to find elasticity at P is equals to 4. Now, what is the formula for elasticity of demand? Elasticity of demand is minus P by D into D. We have already written this for into dd of dp. So we'll find out the derivative of this. D is equals to P plus 6 upon P minus 3. Now, if I want to find out derivative with respect to price, then this will be P minus 3, 1, using quotient rule. This is P plus 6 into 1, क्योंकि डेरिवेटिव अगर विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू P निकालेंगे तो P minus 3 में और P plus 3 में P का डेरिवेटिव 1 आएगा और 6 का 0, और ये P plus 3 P minus 3 का डेरिवेटिव P का 1 आएगा और 3 का 0. Whole thing upon P minus 3 bracket square. And this is P minus 3 minus P minus 6 upon P minus 3 bracket square. So d dp of D is minus 9 by P minus 3 bracket square. So what is elasticity? It is minus P by D, d dp of P. This is minus P. D is P plus 6 P minus 3 into minus 9 P minus 3 bracket square. This will go up. This will be minus minus plus 9P into P minus 3 upon P plus 6 into P minus 3 bracket square. So this and this will get cancelled. Now this is your elasticity, but they want elasticity at P is equals to 4. So we'll put here P is equals to 4. So the elasticity will be 9P, P plus 6, P minus 3. So if I put P is equals to 4 here, 9 into 4, 4 plus 6, 4 minus 3, it is 36, 10 into 1, 33.6 is your answer. So elasticity of demand at price 4 is 3.6. ये formula है. After derivating this with respect to P, we can find out d dp of D, and elasticity is minus P upon D, d dp of D. When we put it here, we get plus 9. This minus minus will become plus 9P. P plus 6, P minus 3 वरती जाईल cut होईल. P plus 6, P minus 3. P is equals to 4 टाकलं तर you will get this answer. Find the price of the demand function. Question number 9. D is equals to 2P plus 3 upon 3P minus 1. When the elasticity of demand is 11 by 14, you have to find the price. Find P when elasticity of demand is 11 by 14. Now we'll derivate this. This is 3P minus 1. Derivative of 2P plus 3 is 2. Quotient rule. We are finding out derivative using quotient rule. Then 2P plus 3. Derivative of 3P minus 1 is 3. Whole thing upon 3P minus 1 bracket square. Elasticity is minus P by D d dp of d minus p, d is 2p plus 3, 3p minus 1 into 6p minus 2 minus 6p minus 9 whole thing upon 3p minus 1 square. 6p cancel. So this elasticity will be ye minus p, this denominator will come here, it will be 3p minus 1 upon 2p plus 3. This will be minus 18, 3p minus 1 bracket square. This is plus plus minus minus plus, so it is 18p. 2p plus 3, 3p minus 1. This is your elasticity function. अभी तक सिर्फ फंक्शन आया है. अब उन्होंने कहा है कि अगर इलास्टिसिटी ही 11/14 होगी तो p की वैल्यू क्या है, तो क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर लेते हैं हम लोग. तो 2p plus 3, 3p minus 1 into 11 is equals to 18p into 14. तो इसको सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा हमको. सॉरी, और ये गलती से मैंने 18 लिखा है, एक्चुअली 11 है, क्योंकि -9 और -2 ये 11 है. Obviously this 11 and this 11 will get cancelled, so you will get 6p minus 2p plus 9p minus 3 is equals to 14p. So this is 6p minus 2p is 4p. 4p plus 9p is 13p minus 3 is 14p. Something is going wrong here. Wait. Elasticity is 11/14. So it is 11, 2p plus 3, 3p minus 1 is equals to 11p into 14. 11 कैंसल किया तो भी ये हो जाएगा 6p स्क्वायर minus 2p plus 9p minus 3 is equals to 14p. ये एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन मिलेगा हमको. तो ये बन जाता है 6p स्क्वायर प्लस 7p minus 3 is equals to 14p. ये 14p भी इधर आ जाएगा तो 6p स्क्वायर minus 14p plus 7p. So it will be minus 7p minus 3 is equals to 0. So we want multiplication to be minus 18 and subtraction minus 7. So it will be 6p square minus plus 2p minus 9p minus 3 is equals to 0. 2p into bracket 2p plus 1 minus 3 into bracket 3p minus 1 is equals to 0. This is also 3p. So I'll get 3p plus 1, 2p minus 3 is equals to 0. So p will be either 1 minus 1/3, but price cannot be minus 1/3. Price कैसे minus 1/3 होगा? तो P सिर्फ 3/2 ही हो सकता है. So if elasticity is 11/14, price is 3/2. ये स्क्वायर लिखना रह गया था तब, इसलिए वो लीनियर इक्वेशन आ रही थी, लेकिन वो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है. ये 6p स्क्वायर आता है इधर. क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करने के बाद हमको p की 2 वैल्यू मिलती है, लेकिन प्राइस तो -1/3 नहीं हो सकता, तो प्राइस होगा 3/2. We'll write down here, thus the price is 3/2. Now question number 10 is if the demanded function, if the demand function D is equals to 50 minus 3p minus p square, find elasticity of demand at p is equals to 5 and p is equals to 2. Let us find out dp of D. क्योंकि पहले तो वही लगेगा इलास्टिसिटी के लिए, तो इसका डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा? 50 का डेरिवेटिव 0, -3p का 3 और -p स्क्वायर का -2p. तो इलास्टिसिटी क्या हो जाएगा? -p/d into d dp of D. This is -p. D is this 50 minus 3p minus p square into -3 minus 2p. So this will become p into 3 plus 2p upon 50 minus 3p minus p square. So if we multiply this inside, this is 3p plus 2p square, whole thing upon 50 minus 3p minus p square. This is your elasticity function. Now you want elasticity at p is equals to 5. तो अगर p is equals to 5 है तो elasticity क्या हो जाएगा? 3 into 5 plus 2 into 5 square, whole thing upon 50 minus 3 into 5 minus 5 square. This is 15 plus 25 twos are 50. This will be 65 upon 10. So elasticity is 6.5. Now they have asked you to comment on the result. Now see, the elasticity is greater than 0, and we have already seen that if it is greater than 0, then demand is elastic. अगर इलास्टिसिटी 0 से बड़ी है तो डिमांड क्या होता है? इलास्टिक. वैसे अगर हम लोगों ने इसी फंक्शन में 2 डाल दिया, इट इज 3p plus 2p square whole thing divided by 50 minus 3p minus p square. If p is equals to 2, we put, so 3 into 2 plus 2 into 2 square. 50 minus 3 into 2 minus 2 square. 6 plus 2 into 4 is 8. And 50 minus 6 minus 4. This will be 14. Upon 40, that is 7/20. Now 7 by 20 is less than 0 because it will be somewhere in fraction. So when demand is less than, when elasticity is less than 0, then demand is inelastic. तो यहाँ पे ये greater than 0 है तो demand elastic है, less than 0 है तो demand inelastic है. 11th sum. For the demand function D, 100 minus P square by 2, you have to find elasticity for P is equals to 10 and P is equals to 6 and also comment. तो अगर elasticity निकालनी है तो पहले तो इसका डेरिवेटिव निकालना पड़ेगा. So what is the derivative of this? ddp of D is equals to 100 सा derivative 0 and minus 2p by 2. This is minus p. So now elasticity will be minus p by D. D is 100 minus P square by 2 into minus P. So elasticity will be P square. This is 200 minus P square whole thing upon 2 into 2, because this will equalize the denominator here. 200 minus P square upon 2. हा 2 इथे जाऊन multiply करेल. So elasticity is 2p square upon 200 minus P square. Now we'll try elasticity at price 10. 2 into 10 square, 200 minus 10 square, 2 into 100. This is 200 minus 100, this is 100. This is 2. So if elasticity is 2, it is greater than 0. And because it is greater than 0, the demand is elastic. अब यही elasticity का function लेंगे हम लोग. And we'll find what is the elasticity at price 6. Now this will be 2 into 36. 200 minus 36. So this will be 72 upon 164. That is 18 upon 41. 18 upon 41 is less than 0. Actually, it is less than 1, not 0. It is less than 1, so it will be inelastic. So elasticity 18 by 41 is less than 1, and therefore demand is inelastic. सेम जैसे हम लोगों का 10th वाला सम था वैसे ही है ये. Now question number 12. The manufacturing company produces X items at a total cost of 40 plus 2x. So cost is 40 plus 2x. Their price is given as 120 minus x. Find the value of x for which revenue is increasing. Now we'll first find out revenue function. Revenue is price into demand. The price is 120 minus x. Demand is for x units. So revenue function will be 120x minus x square. Now we want revenue function to be increasing. So we'll first find out derivative. It is 120 minus 2x. Now it will be increasing if revenue is increasing, then obviously this should be greater than 0. So 120 minus 2x should be greater than 0. So it means that 120 should be greater than 2x and 60 should be greater than x, or x should be less than 60. So revenue is increasing if x is less than 60. Next is profit is increasing. Now profit function, let P of x be profit function. Profit is revenue minus cost. So what is revenue? 120 x minus x square. And cost is 40 plus 2x. It is 120x minus x square minus 40 minus 2x. So this will be 118x minus 40 minus x square. This is your profit function. Now we want this to be increasing. अब ये अगर इंक्रीजिंग होना चाहिए तो हम लोग इसका भी डेरिवेटिव निकालेंगे. तो ये होगा 118 माइनस 40 का तो 0 है और ये होगा 2x. Now if profit is increasing, so this should be greater than 0. So 118 minus 2x should be greater than 0. So 118 should be greater than 2x, or this is 59 should be greater than x. That is, profit is increasing when x is less than 59. And the last one is you have to find the elasticity of demand for price 80. Third one is find elasticity for price is equals to 80. Now they have given you the price to be 120 minus x, where x is the units demanded. अब अगर elasticity of demand चाहिए तो you should have demand as a function of price. So I will say x is equals to 120 minus p. So this is your demand function, 120 minus p. Now I'll find out dp of p, d. That is 120 is a derivative of 120 is 0 minus 1. Elasticity is minus p by d into d dp of d minus p D का है 120 minus P into -1. So elasticity is P upon 120 minus P. So you want now elasticity at P is equals to 80. So elasticity is 80 upon 120 minus 80. So that is 80 upon 40. Your answer is 2. So elasticity is 2 when price is 80. Done. The last sum of the exercise, you have to find MPC, that is marginal propensity to consume, marginal propensity to save, average propensity to consume, and average propensity to save. If the expenditure E of a person with income I is given as, so expenditure is a function of income. It is point I square plus 0.075 I when I is 1000. ये 2-4 बार ऐसे सम्स आके गए एग्जाम में. तो पहले तो marginal propensity to consume is derivative of expenditure. So this is nothing but first order derivative, that will be 0.0006 I. क्योंकि ये 2i होगा ना विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू i, अगर डेरिवेट करेंगे तो ये 2i आएगा. 2i into 0.003 will be 0.006 plus 0.075. I is 1000. So marginal propensity to consume is 0.0006 into 1000 plus 0.075. This is 0.6 plus 0.075, that is 0.675. This is MPC. Now we know very well that marginal propensity to consume plus marginal propensity to save is equals to 1. So MPC plus MPS is equals to 1. So it is 0.675 plus MPS is 1. MPS is 1 minus 0.675. That is 0.325. So we have got MPC, MPS. Now average propensity. Now we know very well average propensity to consume is total expenditure divided by I. So expenditure function is 0.0003 I square plus 0.075 I, whole thing divided by I. So this will be 0.0003 I plus 0.075. ये तो हो गया एवरेज प्रोपेंसिटी का फंक्शन. अब इसमें अगर हम लोग 1000 डाल देंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 0.3 plus 0.075. So average propensity to consume will be 0.375. So average propensity to consume plus average propensity to save is 1. 0.375 plus average propensity to save is 1. So average propensity to save is 1 minus 0.375. That is 0.625. So if we see very properly, marginal propensity to consume was 0.675. Marginal propensity to save was 0.37325. Average propensity to consume is 0.375 and average propensity to save is 0.625. These are the values. ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बार आके गया है एग्जाम में, 2 बार तो आके ही गया है, मार्च 16 और फरवरी 20। मतलब ये लास्ट जो रिवाइज सिलेबस से पहले अभी 20 में 19 में ही सिलेबस चेंज हुआ ना, सॉरी 11th का चेंज हुआ, तो प्रीवियस सिलेबस में इसका एक क्वेश्चन हमेशा आता था।